This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday with the morning sprint.
Had a mild winter so far, but Mark says there's some snow on the way.
First, though, news of a drive-by shooting early this morning near Cannon Park. Sydney Charles has the breaking details.
Lieutenant Terry Pruninger with SPD tells me this started with a call to police at around 2:30 a.m. this morning. The caller reported hearing gunshots on West Spofford Avenue near Cannon Street and Belt Street. Lieutenant Pruninger tells me that officers arrived at the scene and saw a car taking off and driving erratically. Officers went after it, but it was pretty far ahead of them. Officers saw the driver of that car crash, but by the time officers got up to it, that car was empty. Now, there was a gun found in the area where that car crashed that has been collected for evidence. Right now, police say there is no victim and there is no suspect in custody at this point. Lieutenant Pruninger says that it looks like a case of two groups shooting at each other. This is an ongoing story. We'll be sure to keep you updated with the very latest developments throughout the morning.
Congratulations, Mayor Haley.
Thank you. Spokane Valley City Council has named its mayor. Pam Haley will serve her second consecutive term as mayor, winning 5 out of the 7 votes from council members last night.
It's also news, a start for the city of Spokane. Lisa Brown has officially taken office as mayor. Day one was a very busy one for Mayor Brown. She was tasked with learning different protocols and meeting the new people she'll be working with. Brown says one of her focuses right now is on the city's homeless population. As her term continues, Brown says she'll work to address the number of people struggling with housing prices as well. Her day yesterday consisted of meetings that revolved around public safety, which is her top priority as mayor.
Well, good morning. As we look at our First Alert Weather and that First Alert Weather app, it's now busy. We've got energy in the house. We do see light showers coming in, dry right now between here and Ritzville skywise, but from Ritzville all the way to Moses Lake, there's light rain. Temperatures, we're sitting at 33 also into Coeur d'Alene. Our day today, it'll be a high of 37 degrees with in and out showers all day long.
A man shot in Northwest Spokane is recovering in the hospital this morning. Police responded to the call at the corner of Francis and Sutherland yesterday morning around 11:30 and found a man who was shot several times. A woman, a teenager, and 2 small children were found in a basement with a suspected shooter. Officers say one of the kids were so scared that they armed themselves with a knife. The woman and the kids were not hurt. No word yet on what charges that suspect faces.
A 50-year-old man badly burned in a fire in Grant County is recovering this morning. The sheriff's office says a gazebo caught fire on Road B north of Ephrata early Tuesday morning. When crews arrived, they found the man with life-threatening injuries. He was flown to a nearby hospital. Deputies say the fire is believed to have been propane-related.
Around the Northwest this morning, Oregon could be the next state to remove former President Donald Trump's name from the ballot. Among the legal questions the state Supreme Court wants answered are whether the Secretary of State has the authority to determine if a candidate qualifies to be president. Oregon's Secretary of State does not think that she does, at least not yet. She asked the court to throw out the case, saying her authority on the matter only applies to the general election, not the GOP primary.
Post Falls police found a pound of meth, 1,000 fentanyl pills, marijuana, and guns during a traffic stop. You can see some of that in this photo. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says the smell of marijuana was coming from the car when deputies pulled over Amber and Joshua Letchworth. The two face multiple charges, including unlawful possession of a firearm and possession with intent to deliver.
A Spokane federal grand jury has indicted 2 men in connection to this drug press police seized last month. Investigators say it can make up to 17,000 pills in an hour. Timothy Maddox faces 10 felony counts, while Nicholas Adams faces 7 felony counts. Investigators also seized a smaller pill press, drugs, and guns.
Heads up to future or current college students and your parents. The new free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, is open with a lot of changes. The new FAFSA has far fewer questions for students, taking the number from as many as 108 down to as few as 18. It's been simplified in 2 major ways. First, applicants can now skip questions that are not relevant to them. And second, a tool connected with the IRS allows applicants to pull appropriate tax data from their parents' most recent filings. You can read more details about the changes on KXLY.com.
We have a scheduling change for you today. The NBA is coming to ABC, and that means we'll have special editions of 4 News Now at 3 and 4 o'clock. Then the Bills-Knicks game, or the Bulls-Knicks game. You can then join us at 8 o'clock for a special edition of 4 News Now right after the game. We'll be back with Final Check Weather right after this.